to make sure that they stay safe. And as parents, there's a lot we can do to make sure that happens and to teach them how to protect themselves in the event of danger that might happen, especially in summer. Here to share more is 7th degree black belt, Master P. Welcome. Always good to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me today.
And you brought some special guests.
I did. This is Robbie and Jackson.
You guys ready to do some moves for us?
Yes, ma'am.
So tell us a little bit about summer safety tips and why, of course, is it so important that they review those right now?
For sure. You know, the kids are out and about during the summertime and quite often unsupervised. So it's important for us to provide them with some safety tips for different situations that they may be engaged in.
Let's talk about how we can apply those summer safety tips. Robbie and Jackson, we're going to demonstrate a couple as we get to visit a little bit more. So step us through a few scenarios where they might put some of these safety tips in effect.
For sure. We're going to go ahead and demonstrate one for you. And this is, you know, we've all heard those horror stories where a kid goes out for a bike ride and then doesn't come back. You know, their bike is still out and they've been nabbed. You know, this is a horrible, horrible situation. So what we like to teach our kids is if someone approaches you and they try to take you off their bike, they're going to grab you, you're going to hook into your bike, legs, feet, everything, and you're going to hook in as much as you can, make it as difficult as they can for them to take you. And the reason we do this is because predators don't really want to work for their victims. And so if you make it super difficult, chances are they're going to go away and try to look for that compliant victim instead. So this is a great safety tip to teach your kids. If someone approaches you, tries to take you off a bike, grab the handlebar, hook your legs, and don't let go.
Good job, bud.
Yeah,
Not too hard to do to practice with.
Yeah.
How about some other suggestions?
For
so
sure.
bike riding is one.
So
for
another
sure.
one is if someone grabs their arm to take them, okay? So if they're going to grab them, they're going to try to pull them into a car, take them somewhere, and they're going to pull them. And then we're going to demonstrate here. Jackson's going to show how he can just get out of a grab. Go ahead. And I got a pretty firm grip.
Wow.
And it doesn't matter which hand they grab with. We teach them how to get out of this.
Okay.
They just can escape. So regardless of the size of the person, they have a technique to get out.
How much practice does this take for kids to get comfortable with?
You know, once we train them on this, it doesn't take that long. It's something that, you know, it's about technique and then practicing it a few times, and then they can get these summer tips down.
Because you want to feel comfortable with
Yeah.
it. And these guys are in line to get a black belt?
They
Is
are.
that
They're
right?
both recommended black belts.
Wow. High five, you guys.
Yeah.
That says
so
be gentle on me.
They
Okay,
train in
there we go.
Taekwondo, and then we verse them in summer safety. That doesn't necessarily have to do with martial arts. Some of it does, and some of it is just awareness. So, for example, we have another one that if you are walking down the street, so let's say Robbie's walking down the street and a car approaches them, and then ask a question, for example, hey, Robbie, not Robbie, they don't know their name, but excuse me, do you know where the closest McDonald's is? And Robbie might even know the answer, but he's trained to respond with,
No.
and he looks at it in the face. And then what he does is he walks away from the car if there's an avenue this way so that the car can go this way, or he walks that way if there's nowhere else to go this direction. He doesn't continue walking in the direction of the car where this person can continue following them. So that's really important because we want to make sure that the kids stay safe and they're not going the same direction as the car. And adults should not be asking kids for help. Adults should be asking adults for help. So we teach our kids to be polite, but not at the risk of their safety.
These are great tips. Tell us about classes if people want to get more information, how they can learn more. Good for adults, too, not just kids. You guys did great, by the way.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we have classes for kids as well as adults, even grandparents. We have family classes. We have Tiny Tigers programs. And so there's something for everyone, as well as safety workshops that we do throughout the summertime.
Terrific. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate that. I'm going to keep that in mind. Thank you. Good job, guys. Sac Co. Be right back.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.